With social distancing guidelines now in effect until the end of the month to curb the spread of the coronavirus, many people are finding ways to make the most out of their time at home, including catching up on some reading. With these trying times, it makes us think about the little things to be grateful for. Mary Odgers is the author of 6 Funerals and a Wedding, a memoir which details her life after losing her home to the San Diego wildfires in 2007. But that's just the beginning of her agonizing ordeal as she copes with the loss of numerous family members, including her husband and son. I caught up with Odgers, who details her memoir and how she was able to overcome these burdens. Take a look. What made you want to publish your story now, almost 13 years later?
I think things like this, this is my experience. It had a timeline of its own. I started writing in 2016, and I actually put the manuscript away twice because I just went with my gut feeling. It wasn't ready to be finished. And when I finally felt it was finished enough to start looking for an editor and hand it over to an editor, it was 2018, and I just listened to my intuition on the timeline, and it took 12 years to feel like we really were embracing a new life.
We learn that throughout your book, and we learn in your memoir that your husband, Bruce, took his life, and less than 2 months later, we learn that one of your sons, Patrick, also took his life, but you determined it was unintentional. How are you able to find the strength to move forward under such devastating circumstances?
How am I able to find the strength? It was horrible. It was very traumatic, and there was horror involved in the deaths, which doesn't always exist in losing people that you love, especially your child. But I had this feeling that I wondered if I would ever be happy again. And that, coupled with waking up every morning and having a life to live, having a life to rebuild, because I didn't even have a home yet or furniture when they passed away. We were renting. And I have a lot of faith in God, and I thought, I've just got to keep moving. I've got to keep moving forward and surround myself with information and people that would facilitate that.
You are a life coach. What is the best piece of advice to give someone who experienced an unexpected loss?
The best experience, the best advice I can give, and I really try not to give advice because coaching is helping them to find their own answers, but I encourage them to feel it and be with it, and start managing your life in a way that supports positive events, positive happenings, positive perspectives, and it catches on. It's kind of the philosophy, act it until you become it, but don't act like it didn't happen. Don't stuff it away. Don't distract yourself. Feel it. It's quite the experience, and you get a comfort zone with it.
And lastly, where can our viewers go to learn more about your memoir and your information as a life coach?
I have a website. It's 6funeralsandawedding.com, and that you can order the book there. You can read about our experience, and that's where you want to go. 6 Funerals and a Wedding.
Mary Odgers, thank you so much again.
My pleasure. Thank you, Stephanie.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.